Good morning, y'all. So, I just kind of had an epiphany after I sent or posted that video about the coffee, getting the free coffee. And it was so funny as I was walking back to my car is when I had the epiphany. And I'm sure you have heard that expression, all who wander are not lost. And it just got me thinking, because truly, the real reason why I ran into that coffee shop is because I realized I was going the wrong way. I was given instructions to go to the office to get something taken care of. And as I was walking, I was like, oh, snap, I'm going the wrong way. Let me fix this. So truly, I wouldn't say I was lost per se, but I was definitely not going the intended route that I was told to go. And then it made me think about when I went to Chicago for my birthday a few years ago. And now that whole week I was lost. And I had Google Maps assisting me, and I still managed to get lost several times. But in the midst of all those times getting lost, I ran into some amazing stuff. One time I got lost and ran into this random pop-up farmers market / small business shop. Another time I got lost, I found a piano concert, free piano concert. And it just made me think that there's like a message in here. You know what I mean? All who wander are not lost. And I'll use me as a perfect example. I have to be completely honest. 2019 has not been the year for me. Not even from a situation and circumstance standpoint. I know a lot of you know my situation. Got let go back in December and have been struggling to find full-time employment, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that part has been tough too. But truly, this year has been more so tough on me mentally. It's for someone who is not used to not having a job and, not only like applying and getting constantly rejected, it took a major toll on my confidence. And for most of this year, I've felt lost. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go, who I'm supposed to do it with. And that's kind of been the theme of this year is lost. But in the midst of being lost, so many things have popped into my mind, like so many creative ideas on what I should be doing, what route I should be taking. And the thing about being lost is obviously you are going to be uncomfortable, especially case in point, I'm in downtown Fort Worth. I'm in a very familiar place. I grew up in Fort Worth. I have been to most of the parts of downtown Fort Worth several times. So even in the midst of being in a familiar place, in a familiar area, and being lost, there's still an uncomfortability of, well, do I actually know where I'm going? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I remember he said, and there's still that doubt that processes even when you know that you're going the right way. So I say all of that to say, don't doubt those places of uncomfortability, because a lot of times, especially when I think about it from a perspective of being a believer, uncomfortability is a part of the human condition. There are going to be times and positions where we're going to be uncomfortable. The question is, what are you going to do with that uncomfortability? And especially as a believer, if you believe, and now I'm speaking to myself as well, if you believe that God has sent you somewhere and led you in a direction, and although it may be uncomfortable and you may have doubts, even though you know in your heart that that's the direction you're supposed to go, there's still a level of uncomfortability. What I want to lead is that even in those places, there will be good that will come out of it. In my random example, it was free coffee, and delicious free coffee at that, not just random free coffee. And it's just like, it's in those moments where I'm reminded everything is going to be okay. Even if I don't know what the okay is, even if you don't know what the okay is, don't doubt those moments of being lost and unsure and uncomfortable. Always, and sometimes being uncomfortable and being lost may actually lead you in a position that you don't want to be in. But you can always reroute and always go back to that position and get back on track to where you're supposed to be. But there's always a lesson in it. Even in the sense of direction. Even if I would have turned the wrong way and would have been going the wrong way. And probably would have taken me 10-15 minutes longer to get where I was trying to go. Eventually, you will always get back to where you're supposed to be. So I hope this encourages somebody. I will say it definitely encouraged me. This weekend has really been life-changing for me from an emotional standpoint. So I just hope that you kind of keep that to your heart. All who wander are not lost. Have a happy Monday. I probably won't talk to you anytime soon, so have a happy Thanksgiving and check you out on Christmas.